Yo, we are back on 7 Days since Origin. Again, we're back to not playing the game. Or actually, I will be playing the game, but that is not the main reason why we're here. Can't lie, we need to talk. We need to talk about 7 Days since Origin. Obviously, the Eskimo update has come. We've got Time Space Junction. But I really want to put my thoughts into this because I am slightly worried. If you don't know what happened, recently, another game just came out. Neverness NTE, and I've been playing that for a bit. Obviously, it's not the most perfect game, but I'm enjoying it so far. The fact that that came out a few months after this game made me realize something about this game that we're playing right here, 7 Days since Origin, and that the biggest problem with this game right now, you have all the glitches, you have all the other things that are annoying. This is the thing that might make this game fall off, per se, but like, it could possibly die. When I saw that game, but again, I can compare this game that just came out. There's so many other games that have been around, but they've been around for time, so it's not really a fair. It's a fair comparison, but you could say it's not fair. They've had time to improve whatever. NTE came out after 7 Days since Origin, but we cannot say that. We cannot say that. In saying that, 7 Days since Origin wasn't even meant to come out when it came out. It was meant to come out earlier, and they pushed it back, which means they gave themselves even more time. So these are two games that have come out around the same time, and the biggest difference between these games is content. It's the amount of content in each game. I was thinking about it. I was like, after I've completed the story in 7 Days since Origin, what is there to do? I was thinking to myself, so I've been the most stages on this one. I've just gotten the CC enough to beat these dungeons, but these are all farming for characters. Farming for characters for what though? Like, Time Space Junction came out, yes. I know that is quite hard and it's good. But a good Time Space Junction, if we just take some time, I guess the glitching, but we'll let it go. If I got Time Space Junction right now, there's only 2 sectors out right now. So even though it says sector 1, you can only play 2 of these, I'm pretty sure. You can't play 6 floors. These are coming out on later dates, meaning that you can't even play all of the end game if you had the power to, which is a crazy thing, which means that they've scaled the end game to be even further down the line, which is okay. But then what's us to grind for now? Like, we're just building our characters for the future. It's always for the future. And the same thing happened before this update. Before Eskimo came out, I beat the story, I was beating the bosses, and I was just building characters. But then apart from that, what else? Right there, I logged on, I spent my 50 keys. I spent more when I heard Eskimo was coming out because I wanted to build up some characters. But apart from that, that's all I did. And I logged off. I was actually looking for things to do. And the only thing I could do was just farm. That is literally it. It's the only thing you can do in this game. You just farm. Once you beat the story, you just farm. And considering there's a whole live stream for this update, but I kid you not, the only thing that's come out of the update is this area. Yes. There's a whole live stream for this area. This area is literally tiny compared to the entire map. I dare any other gacha game come out with an update, and this is the size of the area they release. Literally go look at Genshin. They released a new map of Genshin. That part is tiny compared to other updates, and it's still bigger than this comparatively. I'm like, bro, after I beat the story, I thought like, is there anything else for me to do? No. When you look at that update, the 1.2 update, the entirety of that update is Eskimo came out. They gave us a check-in. Okay, that's fine. That's good. That's like that. Trial, every character's trial. And they came the exchange shop, which caused us to do a few quests here and there. We can get a few materials. Okay, that's perfect. Apart from that, this isn't new. This isn't new. What else is there to do? There's literally nothing to this game apart from farm for the next character. Considering, okay, I'm a free-to-play, so it's different for me. Imagine you've put money into this game. You don't put a lot of money, you just have a decent amount, you put a decent amount of time in, and you can beat both of the new stages of Time Space Junction already. What is there to do? And I looked into it. I really thought about it. I was like, let me look down to it. I wrote in my notes, alright, all the things that you can do in 7 Days since Origin. For the most part, you have your check-ins, your trials, level up your account, bossing and dungeons, but again, every gacha game has that. So what's the difference? The only thing you can do that's different is you can find new pets, which is extremely cool. I've gone to it, but it's cool. and Time Space Junction, which is only 2 floors. And bear in mind, these 2 floors didn't come out on release. We had to wait a whole patch for the endgame mode to come out. Like every other game, it gets it on release, and they get the full endgame. We're only getting 2 floors, and the rest come out later. I was like, that's why it feels like there's nothing to do. Well, there is nothing to do in this game, and that's bigger than all the glitches. Again, I have literally failed through the map in this game, through the map. It is nothing compared to the fact that there is nothing to do. Now think about it. From my experience, I'm gonna keep playing this game because I want to make content on it. I've been waiting, I'm near 6 years for it. I can't give up on it now. Imagine someone's trying to get into this game, and they look at this game and they compare it to all other gacha games they might play or are planning to play. That's why I compared it to NTE. And I looked at NTE. This is all I can do. And now my account is 1DL. You can get property. You can buy businesses. You can buy cars. You can do races against the NPC, which there's tons of them, and online races. You can be a taxi driver. You can do heists. You can do all of these new things in the city. Plus, they have the endgame mode with all 10 levels on launch. Plus, there's another one which I can't even unlock yet. That is there. And that's all the things that I just have seen myself. That's all I know. That's all I can see myself in the game. So, considering the fact that a game is 1 day old, not 1 day, it's like 2 days now, and it already has more content than 7 Days since Origin, that should a level that every game that's coming out now should be at. So think about that. I'm seeing online, people are even complaining about NTE, saying that it's a bit bland. If that's bland, then we're screwed. Look at the events tab. This is a trial stage. This has already been here since the start of the game. This is just your account progression, and this is just the path of exploration. If you've been playing since day 1, you've already finished this. This is just there. Actually, every game has an account level up, and this is the trial mode. This is the only 2 things that are new. Again, we did have another event, but that was just again collecting items. This is a check-in, and this is an exchange drop. Through the new update, there was a new character, there was 1 new boss, a few more abyss stages, which again just farming for what though, because there's nothing to do, because the end game mode is only 2 floors. So I'm so confused of what the aim is for this game. If you want to play 7 Days since Origin, and you've been playing since day 1, and if you're even slightly competent, or you've put a little bit of money into it, what do you guys do on a daily? Me personally, all I do is I get on, I use my 50 and I get off. But there's nothing to do. Again, if you're really interested into the pet system, yeah, you can do that. But then, that's done. What are you gonna do? Most people just go on here and we farm. That's it. We just farm, get enough materials, try and level up our account. But then there's nothing to use it on. There's no side even game modes to just get invested in. I think about it. We are in the entire world of 7 Deadly Sins. There's so many cool things. We could have implemented this knighthood mode even better. Again, we have knighthoods. You can just join them. Mine's empty. If you want to join, you can join. But you could have added the same way in Grand Cross, when you're part of a knighthood, you can add a knighthood area, which everybody can come and join in. You could do a knighthood boss. Again, steal from Grand Cross. It's your own game. Like, steal from it. You could have added like pro mode. But again, the Knights of Lunas, they went to Service City. Like, there's so many cool ideas they could have done as like side game modes, things that adds flavor to the game. But until we get other game modes, what do you have to do? After I beat Time Space Junction, and I leveled up my account to beat that for the first 2 floors, what do I do? There is nothing to do, and that is the biggest problem with 7 Days since Origin right now. There is no content. Games need content. People want to be on the game. You need to incentivize people to be on the game to even want to spend money. I don't know if Netmarble's goal is to just use the name of the characters to get money. Yes, you can do that. But seeing the fact that you used Escanor in the first update is not a good look, right? Because you think we built up to Escanor. Escanor is one of the most hyped characters in this series. If your first update was Daisy, actually it was Daisy, and that was a stink. Even though Daisy was a good character, but it's like, nobody cares about her. I don't even think she was even that super important in the story. But she was important, but like, they didn't hype her up at all. So, of course, nobody's gonna care about that. And they put an Escanor. Okay, cool. School is at the pinnacle. Who's gonna come up with Escanor? Merlin, I guess. Yeah, you can do all 7 Deadly Sins, but like, Escanor was the top. If this is the Escanor update, what are they gonna do for Barn? They're gonna do more? I doubt it. Escanor is the most hype character. I mean, I'll be happy if they did, because that means they're progressing. But like, there is no content right now. That the whole live stream they had was like a facade. I look back on it, half that live stream was just them revealing the character, and that's the same problem that they have in Grand Cross, which is it's a little bit less, but it's still prevalent. Most of the live stream looks like a new character, and all of the other updates are, again, we get a new Holy Relic, and then, oh wow, we're getting the same events that we get last time. They always just recycle events and put them back out. I really don't want that to be the case for this game, because that part of Grand Cross is extremely annoying. Every time there's a new update, it's just 5 same recycled events, maybe 1 new story and a character. That cannot run. Especially in this type of game. You're under the scrutiny of all of these new players, and they're going to be comparing this game. Whether you like it or not, they're going to be comparing this game. Compare it to NTE. Look at the quality of that game in terms of the fact that I can walk and not fall through the map. There's better content to do. The quality I see in NTE compared to Origin is kind of sad. And it's sad because it's not because the developers don't care. When I read their patch notes, I can see, Mr. Q, you care. They really do care about the game. But for some reason, they just can't seem to get it right. I haven't even got to talk about the crashing. Every single time I go online, I see a new notice saying that they fixed a new stability patch. It's almost seemed like this game has endless glitches. We won't even talk about how the fact that the Escanor update took almost 20 hours to come out, because they kept extending it because something was happening, and they haven't even told us what happened. And I'm just like, I really want this game to do well. Like, again, I've been waiting for this game for a long time, but this is a good look. Like, I have no desire to play this game because what? Again, yeah, I can build my characters up and do the new Time Space Junction, but after that, what is that? Like, there's nothing to do. Like, before this update, there was nothing to do. There's no content. I'm thinking to myself, why is that? So I looked up. The market caps for these companies. Netmarble, they're making like a solid 2 billion a year. That's from last year. And in Perfect Worlds, where the developers of NTE, they're making just a bit under $1 billion. Obviously, they have other publishers like Tencent really helping them out. But it's not like Netmarble don't have money to pay people. They're making billions. But like, it's almost like you can see the gap in quality. And I don't want that, because I want people to be invested in the game, to even try it out. Like, you can't just rely on the fact that Escanor's in the game for that to happen. We need like something better than that. We need content in this game. That's the main thing. Yeah, let me know your thoughts, because I think that's the biggest problem in this game. Yes, people are having crashes and stuff like that, but I think people would look past that if they go into the game and there's actually things to do. But once you beat the story, there really is nothing to do in this game. That's my honest opinion. But yeah, thanks for listening to me, because I'm just yapping right now. But have a great day, guys. God bless you guys, and good night.